Even the most loving cat parents have to admit it. Our cats are little weirdos. Just when you think you've figured them out, they hit you with something completely out of left field, like staring at you for 5 minutes straight or flopping over in the middle of the room like they've forgotten how to cat. And you're left wondering, why does my cat do that well today? We're unraveling the mysteries behind 10 of the strangest things cats do around their favorite humans, from following you everywhere to stretching when they see you. You'll discover what's really going on in that clever little head of theirs, and some of the answers will surprise you. And hey, if you're as fascinated by feline behavior as we are, hit that subscribe button and join our cat-loving community. Let's decode those quirks together. Number 1. The curious case of the cat companion. Wait, are those tiny paws trailing behind you again? Maybe it's the glowing eyes peeking from a corner, or the soft thump of a tail as your personal feline detective watches your every move. Why does your cat shadow you from room to room like a pint-sized private investigator? It's not just about food, though they wouldn't say no to treats. Here's why your fur baby might be your constant companion. First, cats are naturally curious. Think Sherlock Holmes on a mission. Your daily rituals, from staring at glowing screen, means to producing food out of nowhere. Fascinate them. Following you around is just their way of studying the weird and wonderful human they live with. Sometimes it's about entertainment. Cats get bored too, and when their toys lose their charm, they turn to you for amusement. Watching you becomes their favorite pastime, and a fair trade for all the times you've watched them. Then there's their love of routine. Cats thrive on predictable schedules, so if your kitty follows you at dinner time or earlier, they're just making sure you don't forget the most important part of their day. It could also be bonding behavior by following you and helping with tasks. Yes, sitting on your keyboard counts. Your fur baby is spending quality time with you. On a practical note, they might just be seeking comfort. Whether it's sticking close to their protector in a spooky shadow or chasing your warmth on chilly days, being near you makes them feel safe and cozy. And let's not forget, you've probably trained them without realizing it. Every time they tail you and you reward them with attention, you reinforce that being your shadow is a winning strategy. But the sweetest reason of all, they just love you to your cat. You're the center of their world, and following you is their way of showing affection. Number 2, a case of feline flexibility. Big stretch, you've seen it. Your cat spots you and suddenly they're mid-yoga, reaching for the stars. While it might look like just a morning warm-up, there's much more behind this stretchy move. Here's what it means. First off, stretching is essential for keeping your cat in peak physical shape. It helps elongate their muscles, maintaining flexibility and preventing stiffness, a skill that would be crucial for survival in the wild. Even if your cat's biggest hunt is for kibble, they're hardwired to stay limber. But stretches aren't just functional, they're personal. When your cat stretches and shows their vulnerable belly or sides, it's a sign of trust. It's their way of saying, I feel safe around you. Stretching can also be a clever form of communication. Often they're subtly guiding your hand toward their favorite petting spots, usually at the base of their tail. They're not just warming up, they're giving you a nudge on where to focus your attention. Lastly, stretches can serve as a way to mark territory by extending their claws or spinning their toes. Your cat is leaving a bit of their scent behind, claiming their space in a polite but unmistakable way. Number 3, feline fantastics. Ouch! One moment you're petting your cat, and the next their sharp little teeth are sinking into your hand. Is it a personal attack? Not necessarily. Biting is just one of the many ways cats communicate, and it's not always bad news. Let's decode what those nibbles really mean. Sometimes biting is about fear or distress. If your cat feels threatened or cornered, they might resort to their teeth as a last line of defense. Overstimulation is another common reason. Subtle signs like a twitching tail or quick flicks can mean your kitty has had enough petting. Ignore these cues and you might earn a quick nip on the playful side. Your hand might just be mistaken for a toy cat's wrestle and bite during play with each other, and your dangling fingers could look like an invitation to pounce. These nips aren't meant to hurt, but cats often underestimate how delicate human skin can be. Biting can also signal discomfort or pain. If your cat suddenly reacts this way when touched in a specific spot, it could mean something's wrong and a trip to the vet is in order. And yes, biting might even be their version of a love bite. Cats groom each other with their teeth as part of bonding. So if your kitty gently bites you during a petting session, it could be their quirky way of showing affection. Number 4, behind the mystery. Why does your kitty always insist on sticking their butt in your face? Even if they did want to show it off by now, they must be aware that you've already seen it. Well, you may beware. Aware that dogs have a tendency to sniff each other's bottoms whenever they meet as a kind of greeting. But did you know that your cat does the same thing? You probably don't notice it because most cats simply don't meet that many other cats. It's not like you can take them down to the cat park to watch them socialize, but this behavior is exactly what your kitty is trying to encourage by showing you their butt all the time. For cats, smell is their main sense, just as vision is for humans. When your kitty smells another cat's behind, they are picking up on a pheromone scent that will tell them all sorts of things, from how healthy the other cat is to whether they're on the lookout for a new boyfriend or girlfriend, to even their emotional state. Your weak human nose can't pick up on any of these details, of course, but your cat doesn't know that. Number 5, the throne room chronicles. You know, the feeling you're heading for the bathroom to take care of business or have a quick shower when you notice your fuzzy friend is following you. Why are cats so obsessed with joining us in the bathroom? Don't they understand privacy? Well, you need to understand that cats are not huge fans of sudden movements or unpredictable behavior. They love their humans, but we're grabby and tend to move around a lot, and we're so big and loud. So what's the one situation where a human can be guaranteed to just sit still and let their kitty come to them when they're on the toilet? Strange as it may seem, for your cat, this makes it the best time to ask for pets when it comes to your cat wanting to join you in the shower. Meanwhile, the answer may be a whole lot simpler. Despite the popular idea of cats hating water, some breeds like Bengals or Turkish Vans can be huge fans of it. To these kitties, your shower is like a personal private water fountain. Number 6, claw enforcement at work. Ouch. You were getting ready for some happy lap time with your cat when they started pressing their paws into your thigh with their claws. Out. Are they mad about something? Do they want to hurt you? Of course, not kneading or making biscuits is actually your cat's way of showing that they love you. Your cat would have done this to their mother when they were a kitten as a way of getting her to produce milk. Your kitty doesn't think you're about to start lactating, but this is their way of letting you know that they think of you as their mommy. Number 7, the case of the missing socks. You're trying to do the laundry, but your cat keeps sitting on your clothes. You're trying to get some work done, but your kitty is curled up on your keyboard. You can't find a matching pair of socks to save your life until you find a ton of them shoved under the couch by the cat basket, and you have to wonder how they got there. It's a sad fact to face. Your cat is stealing from you. Where did you go wrong? Are they trying to seek out things that you aren't providing them? Or has something about your cat parenting skills caused them to crave a life of kitty crime? How does one end up with a little klepto-meow NEC on their hands? Your cat is definitely stealing from you, but that doesn't mean that they're trying to be mean. They aren't just taking things for the sake of it, or even because they've decided that they particularly want to wear your socks or start using your laptop. The real reason is that your fur baby wants these things, is because they carry your scent. Hats are very scent-oriented creatures, and things that you have worn or handle regularly are more likely to have this scent. Smelling things that smell like you helps your kitty feel safe and secure because it helps them feel closer to you. Number 8, the secret behind the cat kiss. You're hanging out with your cat when suddenly they lock eyes with you already. This is slightly troubling. If you have any experience with animals, you probably know that we humans are pretty weird in our tendency to assume that eye contact means affection. For most species, it's actually a sign of aggression, But then not only does your kitty seem to be telling you that they don't really like you, but they follow up the insult by slowly closing and opening their eyes, like they're trying to tell you that it's not even worth their time to look at you. What's going on? Are you just super boring to them? All of a sudden, don't worry. Your fur baby isn't slowly blinking at you because they're bored, and it doesn't mean that they don't like you. Your kitty isn't locking eyes with you to show that they're angry with you. They're doing it to show that they love you, making eye contact, and then slowly blinking is a sign of love and trust from your cat. The gesture is also known as a cat kiss or an I love you blink, and is basically the feline equivalent of blowing a kiss from across the room. If you want to show how much you love them in return, try slowly blinking back. Number 9. The midnight snuggle mystery. When your cat curls up beside you at night, it's more than just a cozy habit. This behavior says a lot about your bond. Here are the top reasons your fur baby loves to share your bed. First, your cat sees you as their safe space being. Near you helps them feel secure, and your scent soothes them as they drift off to sleep. Second, they're also looking out for you, providing their version of protection. Sleeping close allows them to guard you, mark you as theirs, and alert you to any dangers, even if it's just a shadow on the wall. Sometimes it's simply about warmth. Cats are heat seekers by nature, and your cozy body is the perfect spot to stay toasty through the night. Lastly, your bed beats theirs in terms of comfort, elevated, soft, and draft-free. It's the ideal place to relax, and sharing it with you strengthens the bond between you and your feline friend. Number 10. When cats roll the dice. Why does your cat flop onto their back and wriggle around whenever they see you? It's a quirky behavior that has puzzled cat parents for ages, and the truth is, there's no one-size-fits-all answer. First, rolling around is often a sign of trust. Cats are cautious creatures, and exposing their vulnerable tummy is a bold way of saying, I trust you. Not to hurt me. It's their ultimate introvert love language, reserved only for those they truly feel safe with in a cat's world. Trust doesn't come easy, so when they roll over, take it as a sign of deep affection, not an invitation to pet next. Your fur baby might be in a scent-marking mood. Cats are like walking label makers, leaving their scent on everything own. And yes, that includes you. Rolling around is just another low-effort way of spreading their unique smell, ensuring everyone knows what belongs to them without even having to get up sometimes, though. Rolling around is all about playtime. If your kitty playfully swipes at your hand when you reach for their tummy, it's likely they're inviting you to join in on a game. Cats often see this as a friendly fight or mock hunting session. Unfortunately, they don't always realize that their version of fun can leave you with a few scratches. For unfixed female cats, rolling around could be a sign that they're going into heat. It's their way of spreading their scent to attract a mate, or finding relief from the discomfort that comes with this phase. Meanwhile, if your kitty seems itchy or distressed during their rolls, it could be a sign of parasites or other skin issues. Definitely a reason to schedule a vet visit. Rolling is also a way for cats to regulate their temperature. Whether they're seeking out a cool surface on a hot day or snuggling up to something warm in the winter, they're using their full body to adjust to their environment. And sometimes rolling might simply be an attempt to get comfortable when they're in physical pain. If your cat's rolling seems excessive or distressed, it's worth investigating further. Lastly, cats just like certain textures. A soft fleece, smooth tile, or even a favorite patch of carpet can feel amazing on their fur. If your cat gravitates towards specific spots, it could be as simple as them indulging in a sensory experience. Number 11. The ankle files. Ouch. Your ankles are under attack, and your cat is the culprit. But before you assume your fur baby has declared war on your feet, take a step back, literally, and consider this. Those surprise ankle assaults might not be a sign of aggression. In fact, they're usually rooted in harmless and even affectionate reasons. First up, your cat might be genuinely confused to them. Your feet, especially when hidden in socks or shoes, might not seem like part of you. After all, cats are small and spend most of their time looking up at the towering humans in their lives. Combine that with your constantly moving feet, and it's no wonder they see them as mysterious moving objects worth investigating. Sometimes ankle attacks are just your kitty's way of saying, "Look at me." Cats can find it frustrating when humans ignore their meow, so resorting to a swift ankle swipe is their way of demanding your attention. It's an attention-grabbing strategy that's hard to ignore. Mission accomplished. Write another possibility. Your cat simply wants to play cats. Love chasing, swiping, and mock-fighting with their friends, both feline and human. Your ankles might be the closest stand-in for a playmate, while their playful nips and swipes might seem rough to us. Remember, they're just trying to include you in their games. Strangely enough, biting can also be a form of affection. Cats give each other love bites during grooming sessions, and they might offer the same treatment to their human. While it's not the most charming way to show love, it's a sign your kitty sees you as part of their inner circle. Sometimes these attacks are just part of your cat's routine, if they've bitten your ankle and less. Once in a specific situation, like when you sat in a certain chair, they may start associating that scenario with ankle attacks. It's like they've penal it into their daily schedule 2 p.m. Ankle ambush. For some kitties, your feet are simply irresistible human feet. Especially sweaty ones gather a delightful mix of salty tastes and interesting smells. What's gross to us can be a gourmet feast to your cat. If your fur baby's attacks feel more like curious nibbles, this might explain their behavior. Finally, cats are natural hunters, and your feet move in ways that activate their hunting instincts from a cat's perspective. Your shuffling, stepping, and occasional hopping make your feet look like prey on the move. It's hardwired into their DNA to pounce. Boredom is silently ruining your cat's life, especially if they're an indoor cat. While they might look peaceful, snoozing the day away, the truth is their natural instincts are being left unfulfilled. Check out this video to find out simple yet powerful ways to bring excitement and adventure back into your cat's everyday routine.